today I want to sit down with you guys and I want to talk about something that's not typically about Vietnam, and it's just about me, something that I'm proud of. And I want to share with you guys how I did it. And if you do come out here to Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, or Laos, you're going to be restricted on your diet. You're going to have to adjust accordingly, and you're going to have to really change your mindsets and change up your fitness plan. So today I want to talk about these very things: eating, my fitness, and finally just the mindset I put myself through to get where I am today. And the first thing I want to talk about is just the eating, how I got healthier with the eating. And I'm going to focus this a lot around Asia because that's where I'm at, and I have problems and difficulties that you wouldn't have in the West. So the very first thing I did is I removed carbs. I know people fight on this, like you'll hear fitness professionals, bro science, say you need to eat 500-600 grams of carbs a day, kind of a thing. And I personally think that's insane. Like that is a lot, because most carbs are sugars. Sugars is if you eat anything sugar, your body's gonna pretty much stop everything. Insulin's going to go off, which stops the process of burning fat to make energy, and it goes strictly to that sugar. So if you're burning fat and you eat a candy bar, your body stops everything and grabs that candy bar as energy, right? That's not a good way to lose weight because you're not burning old fat, you're burning new stuff, right? So I had to get rid of a lot of stuff. And being in Asia, this is where things get difficult. I had to get rid of rice. I had to get rid of breads. I had to get rid of noodles. And I know it sounds ridiculous, right? I'm in Southeast Asia. Like ideally, these three are just compounded rices. I'm sorry, they're compounded sugars. So when you're eating this stuff, you are literally telling your body to not burn fat, focus on this. And that extra sugar, it just stores as fat, which your body's telling your body not to burn because the insulin's constantly up. So it's kind of a big process to get in there, but the overall is I just got rid of all that stuff. And the big one is I stopped drinking my carbs, beers, soda. And the last couple here was energy bars and like healthy snacking. Energy bars are horrible for you. This one surprised me because I was doing like Cliff bars and a few other of these bars. When I started researching it, Dr. Burr actually did a thing on this, and then that got me into a rabbit hole going through another guy called Dr. Burr. And ideally, an energy bar is just stuff. I'm gonna call it stuff. And they just refine it over and over. They bleach it, they do this and that. They pretty much strip it of everything, and then they inject what they want you to have, like the carbs, the proteins, the whey, and all that stuff into them. So typically you're eating a candy bar, like literally a candy bar. So I had to get rid of those, which is hard. And then the snacking is something I had to get rid of too. The problem I had with snacking is you're constantly pushing insulin. Again, do your research. I'm not your doctor, man. I'm just telling you what I've researched, what I've learned, and what's actually worked for me. You don't want insulin to go off all the time because insulin, ideally what it does is it tells your body to stop burning fat. And the point of it is to kind of regulate the sugar in your bloodstream. This prevents that to the best of its ability. But obviously insulin can only do so much. If you're drinking a Rockstar energy drink, your insulin is not going to be able to keep up. That's a lot of sugar, right? It comes down to the old science you hear all the time. It's about being in a calorie deficit. Now the next part I want to get into, like the actual fitness. Obviously the diet is the most important. You can't outwork a bad diet. And my workout plan was actually stupid easy. It was two consistent things. Pretty much jump roping and push-ups was my main go-to. And then I had resistant bands as well. They're travelable. So I could throw them in my back, my nomadic bag, and I could travel around wherever I'm going. I could take them out, work them out. If I'm at a Vietnam or Thailand park, they have equipment, and I could use that equipment with my bands and get like a more of a full gym workout. Now the cool thing about the jump rope, this is what I like, is you don't need a jump rope. I typically just do the motions and I jump. As long as you're doing all the motions, the jumping, the hands, you benefit like 98% of the time. The only thing you're truly losing is the coordination. When it comes to fitness, your heart rate, the calorie burns, all this stuff is almost side by side the same. Obviously, you'll lose a few extra pounds here and there because of the weighted jump rope, but ideally you don't need one, and that's awesome because I will wake up and I'll just start doing my jump rope, play some music if I must, and just do that for a bit. And then I typically will get in my push-ups. I have changed them. I used to do 1,000 a day. Now I only do 200 a day. But I do them at 25 a set, and I do a very slow tempos. And that is pretty much my main workout. So my advice I give to people when they ask me about my workout is every day, 10 to 20 minutes a day jump roping, with or without a rope, up to you. You burn more calories per minute jump roping than you do any other activity. Plus, you don't even have to leave your hotel room, your house, or anything. The push-ups, I just like 100 to 200 a day. And then on top of that, the resistance training. Resistance training training, I typically will find a YouTube video of like a 15-minute workout for upper body, for lower body, for full body, for the chest, for the back, and I'll just go through it. I don't have a consistent program I go through. I just kind of pick things here and there, and I go with that. And then just some forewarned things. Number one, don't weigh yourself every day. I learned real fast, weighing yourself every day pisses you off. Like, it pissed me off because I would go down like a kilogram, then I go up 3, then I go down 2. And the reason for this is probably the water. So don't worry about your day-to-day weight. Judge your weight loss by your clothes. If they're starting to droop on you, dude, you're doing the right thing. If they're starting to get tighter on you, you're doing the wrong thing. And then the last one is, I don't count calories. I believe personally, people that count calories are in this battle of balancing bad and good diets together. Like, my diet was 80% vegan, 20% meat, and it still is. With that being said, it's very hard for me to eat a lot. I could not eat like a huge, big, like 2 or 3 salads. I couldn't. I would throw up. But I could eat like 9 Big Macs right now. No question. So if you're doing the Big Mac side of things, you're gonna have to count the calories. I get that. But if you're just eating salads, vegetables, eggs, stuff like that, you really don't need to. Plus, you're kind of ketoing yourself into a keto state, right? So your body's just burning fat. It's not insulin pumping. So you're gonna burn it a lot more efficient. And that's what's happened to me. Most of all, you just have to do this one thing: make it a habit. You can't change your diet, change your fitness for like, I don't know, 3-4 months and then lose the weight and then go back to who you were. And the very last thing, and I think this is the most important, is the mindset of going through the diet and the fitness world. And like drinking and smoking and any other addiction, you need to not make this a hobby. If it's not part of your lifestyle, it's kind of temporary, and that includes the results you get from it. And it's like going on a diet. You go on keto. You lose 10 pounds, and then you get off keto after you lose your 10 pounds. You're going to gain that weight back. So it's very important to create this diet and this lifestyle, this fitness plan, as a mindset. And when I say mindset, this means being able to say no to bad decisions, and really just how to control yourself and urges when you're in a bad situation. And for me personally, I live in Southeast Asia. I'm around a lot of expats. I'm around a lot of government people and some professional people. And something that happens out here a lot is a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking, and a lot of eating. To be able to control this, it has to be a mindset. When I tell somebody I don't want to drink, I don't want to eat whatever food they have on the table because of just not what I do, they see the sincerity. And for me, when I go out with my friends, go to the bars, because I do still go to bars. When I go out to restaurants, fast food spots, I don't get tempted to eat this food. I don't get tempted to drink alcohol or smoke cigarettes, cigars, whatever it is. To be quite honest with you, when I see people drinking alcohol, when I see people smoking cigarettes or cigars, or when I see those dorks vaping, I honestly feel bad for them because they're literally killing themselves. And for what? To feel good for a moment, to get that dopamine hit, to feel more liquid bravery. Like, I don't get it. And that brings you to this mindset of you also have to be aware of who's around you. This is one of the biggest moves next to me quitting drinking that really made a dramatic change in my life. And I get it. Helping others, it is good. It's a good thing to help others. And I totally agree with doing that. So I don't want this to sound selfish. But if you're only helping them and they're not of any benefit to you, you're turning into a charity friend to them. This turns into a one-way situation. And it's not good for you at the end. And this is something I realized when I quit drinking is I started evaluating friends that I had around me. They were just talkers. They always had big ideas, but they never did anything. And when I had an idea and I wanted to do something, they were just like, that's crazy, dude. That's not going to work. So you need to make sure the people around you share that same mindset and they benefit you. And obviously benefit them. That's the relationship that you should have with your friends, your family, everybody. So look at your phone, look at your contact list, whatever you have, start cutting them. Reduce the time with these people. Stop hanging out with them as much. Stop sharing with them your ideas, because you know at the end of the conversation, they're just going to drag you down. They're not going to support you, or they just don't care. You have one life. Don't waste it trying to convince people what you want to do. And this is why this video happened today, is because I want to share how my diet, how my fitness really changed, like the mindset. And it's kind of a full circle of eating healthy, doing healthier things, getting healthier friends around me, having healthier conversations and relationships around me, to the point where my life is not who it used to be 5-10 years ago. Whatever your diet plan is, your health goals are, make it part of your mindset. Don't make it a goal before the summer. Make it a mindset. And when it comes to your fitness, find something easy. Something I've noticed, and this is why I do jump roping and just push-ups because I don't need equipment, is it's stupid easy to do. I can get up right now and just start doing jump ropes. I can get down right now and start doing push-ups. I don't need equipment. I don't got to drive to a gym. I don't need to pay any membership fees. I don't need to do anything. There is no excuse. If I can't even do that, I truly don't like myself. So set your diet plan, set your fitness, and get your mindset together and start doing something. Stop wasting time. So I hope this helped out. I know this video went from diet to life advice, I guess, but that's really what this was. I changed my diet and I changed my fitness because I wanted to improve who I was. Because at the end of the day, if you honestly do not care about yourself, who honestly will? Figure out your diet, get yourself on a fitness plan, and get your mindset where it needs to be. And let me know below, what is your goal this year? We still have 4 months left. What is your goal by the end of this year? We still have time. Let's get it done. Till then, guys, I will see you again.